Oi, oi. How are we doing? T minus 26 minutes till we get ourselves an Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And I need to check everything because technical difficulties is something that we've been suffering from today. Do you know what I mean? As we get a cheeky vista of Lewis Hamilton, the man, the myth, the legend that is the man of moment, the man of the moment, the man who Mercedes have failed to celebrate in a way that is commensurate. Some might argue MS Daniel. I hope you're a good Kayla. Benzie had a bit of a nightmare earlier on, didn't we? Multiple technical difficulties, but you guys stuck with me, man. I did a bit of a Lando Norris consistently somehow managing to seize defeat from the maws and jaws of victory. But I digress. We got it done in the end. I needed to nail that video, I'll be honest with you. That Lewis Hamilton thing feels... I know you guys are saying, well, look how much they've done for Lewis. And that's true, but I'm not asking a lot. To put together a cheeky edit that's worthy, right? Could get that done for like a couple £100. It's not a lot. A Mercedes budget is a couple tens, no hundreds of millions of pounds. What, you couldn't hire a decent editor to convey a message of gratitude to one Sir Lewis Hamilton? But I digress, do you know what I mean? I know MSRS, I love myself a bit of Brad Pitt until he passed over our old mate, legend of F1, Martin Brundle. Do you remember that many moons ago before he had a proper film to promote? I said that I'd never forget that for one. I said that I'd never forget it. As a Red Bull gathered round the back of their car again. What's going on there? I know, they're not looking to protect anything necessarily, are they? Cheat Callum Nicholas, Red Bull mechanic extraordinaire. Just having a look what's going on, making sure that nobody can see anything that they're not supposed to see. Oh, I see you on the Drivers' Parade live chat. Kayla's on the Drivers' Parade. What's going on here? Oscar to lead the races to turn one. I think Lando. He's on it now, isn't he? Mr. Norris. Lando Norris. Christian Horner said it's a bit like a cup final. 2-24 minutes till we get ourselves some cheeky racing going on. A formation lap. Am I nervous? I want to say that I'm there. Can you imagine how good this would have been? Oh, the humanity seizing defeat from the balls and draws of victory. What are we doing? Lando was right there. It was there. 60 points between Lando and McLaren, just given up. Whistled away in the wind, never to be seen again. The opportunity cost of mistakes, errors of the unforced varieties. Techies, we see David Coulthard and Martin Brundle brush past each other. It's Techie that. Terry Crews. Why, Terry? Love myself a bit of Terry Crews. What is oh gosh, Terry Crews. Arrest that man for crimes committed against F1. If ever there were a product of the drive to survivation of F1, it would be that man, Terry Crews. He clearly is just getting paid a bag, isn't he? And then he turns up to the grid like nobody. What is going on? Oh, the humanity. Yeah. Martin's run with Lewis. Turtle, it's techie, isn't it, this stuff? I mean, the one that gets me, there is it's like the Lewis Hamilton cinema, where it's Martin and Lewis sat down and they're talking about Lewis's greatest victories. Put that on. We could talk then about like nostalgia and being evocative. That's an evocative piece. Play that one. They've done another piece where they're talking to like youngsters, like, do you know what I mean? Members of the motorsport community who are looking to come up, who hold Lewis Hamilton in high esteem, look up to him, and yeah, that's a 7 out of 10 piece. But for all that Lewis has done, like his achievements and the bloody, do you know what I mean? 2006 GP2 Istanbul. There are some things that we can talk to if indeed we're celebrating Lewis Hamilton properly. 2014 Abu Dhabi, dare I say, 21 Abu Dhabi, dare I say, 18 Singapore, dare I say. There are things, man, that George and Max are close. I know, behind each other, aren't they? Gonna take it. Although Max Verstappen has said, you know, we live near each other in Monaco. I think we'll all be all right. We just need to go away on holiday and then we'll come back and all be forgotten. I'm just knee deep in the Anatomy of a Champion documentary. Max Verstappen very, very techie. The insight in these Max Verstappen documentaries is crazy. The levels that they've got, I don't know if you like Drive to Survive is brilliant, gangbusters stuff. But if you like yourself a more serious insight, as we have a word with Adam Norris, owner of the business, father of Lando Norris. If you enjoy getting a proper insight to Max Verstappen and finding out who he is, why he is who he is, then these documentaries by Viaplay on Amazon Prime are like the level of insight that I'm getting. I don't know, you just understand. They spoke about Jos Verstappen, some of his darkest days, that he spent time in prison, how that impacted his family, in like Jos and Sophie getting separate. Like, mate, it's some heavy stuff, I'm telling you. Like, I am soaking it all in again under the umbrella heading of trying to understand why Max Verstappen is the way he is and where has this excellence come from. Michael McIntyre on the grid, and what's going on? Nobody cares, eh? T minus 20 minutes away from a cheeky formation lap, and I'm here for it. Did I say that I'm grateful at it for 90-minute extremis to each and every single one of you in perpetuity? Because this community is the house that you guys built. I'm just the name above the door. Do you know what I mean? I disagree. Instead of showing his achievements, showing how it changed people is a better way to respect his legacy. Shashank, it depends on the lens through which you ingest your Formula One, right? Like, of course, he's done masses for DEI, whatever the acronyms are. Of course he has. Hamilton Commission, Project 4, whatever it is. Of course he has. But I'm an F1 fan first, Shashank. Make no apologies for that. I want to see that. I want to see that stuff. Seeing him and Martin discuss like the best bits, that's what ticks my box. Like, yeah, the other, like, future generations and whatever, that's good. T minus 19 minutes and 37 seconds till we get ourselves a cheeky race start. Seeing all that stuff is good, Shashank, but I disagree with you respectfully, sir. Like, I am sporting endeavour. Show me the moments. Show me what got me interested in Lewis Hamilton in the first place. 06 Istanbul, GP2 Silverstone, same year. Show me that stuff. That's what I want to know about. Show me 2014 Mercedes to Abu Dhabi. Show me that stuff. Do you know what I mean? 18 Singapore. That's the stuff that I care about. But again, each is entitled. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder as far as these things are concerned. And far for it to be me to proselytize or Valtteri Bottas, is this au revoir? Valtteri says I'm not done yet. Yeah, Valtteri says he's not done yet, but he doesn't have a role to go to, does he? Just like, I think it would be in no man's land, being as Mercedes AMG T. Yeah, who's going to be a fan of Mercedes? I know Baxty's probably the only person that I know. Everybody else has got their red caps ready to go. It's the truth. Mercedes need to tell their factories and warehouse to cut staff overtime, reduce cost of materials, and spread out the servicing on the manufacturing equipment. That bottom line is going to take it 100%. Paisley, very well said. That bottom line is absolutely going to take a hit, like, in the next couple of months. Do you know what I mean? As soon as Lewis Hamilton rocks up in the new season in them red overalls, squeaky bum time for Mercedes. Do you know what I mean? Started watching F1 because of Mercedes. You like Baxty, Shashank? You like Baxty? What's going on, champ? I hope you're good. No, Shashank. This is the respectful discourse. We can't always agree on everything. Do you know what I mean? And again, who am I to try and persuade somebody to my way of thinking? This is F1 centric mode of discourse. Though the channel is built upon these sorts of conversations. Am I? Can you guys getting this sound through? I hope not. Bang. Okay. Right. Charles Leclerc talking about miracles, starting from 1,100th gazillionth on the grid, having taken himself an engine penalty and then struggled in qualifying. Right. Another cheeky mistake from Charles Leclerc, genius. You're an absolute legend. Thank you so much for the continued support. And if you too want to become a member, hit that join button, get access to the Discord, a cheeky newsletter, unprecedented content that you won't see anywhere else sometimes. And cheeky emojis. Final race 2024. Also, F2 was the Sambles. Hadjar, mate, go on and let's talk about Hadjar. Genius. You want me to let you into a secret? I haven't even watched it, but I know for a fact that Hadjar would have underperformed. There is something about Isaac Hadjar the totemic moments, the moments of moments as far as Isaac. When he was in FP1 early this season, nobody rated him. It's too slow. Couldn't get his iron. Took too long to pay his way into the crease. And then everybody forgot and was like, oh, Isaac Hadjar's going to be incredible. He's been fantastic in F2. The link between F2 and F1 over performance is tenuous. It's a dotted line. What's Brad Pitt doing in the lineup here? I just take it. I'm not on this F1, this film. Nah. I hope it's brilliant. I hope it'll be excellent. You know, if it's anything like the Christian Bale, Matt Damon Ford versus Ferrari a couple of years back, then mate, we'd be in for a treat, right? But I don't know. Gone off Brad Pitt. I like 7 Brad Pitt. Do you know what I mean? Or Fight Club Brad Pitt. Yeah, not a fan. But I digress. Murky's so incompetent. Kamala Harris said it. Is Kamala, you know, let me not even get, I can't talk politics, Michael, as much as I'd love to. Oh, do you think Haas can reach the podium? Wow. But for Nico Hulkenberg's penalties, I mean, he was in P4, right? Nico would have been well in. If they could have translated their qualifying pace to race pace, then Nico would have been well in with a shout. Yeah, no, I don't disagree, Michael. Merc are incompetent across the board. What a bloody shame as well. Unbelievable. Concurrently 5 a.m. Oh, Michael, you're committed, mate. 5 a.m. for a season finale of no consequence. You're a proper legend, mate. Infinitely more committed to the cause than your boy Cameron over here. 5 a.m. Oof. Had some Wheaties watching Lewis go P18 to P1, mate. Have you switched to F1 TV? No, not yet, genius. Not yet. It will happen soon, I promise. Because I feel like I portend. Are these lot flipping Nora? I portend that the one that they call Martin Brundle is going to reduce his hours imminently. Charles Edward in the house. This stream is sponsored by Charles Edward Cheese, of course. You're a legend, sir. Thank you so much. Top of the morning, 5 a.m. as well, Charles. You guys are infinitely more dedicated to this thing they call the one that F's than I. But Charles Edward, you're a legend. We're going in. Hopefully we'll get ourselves a decent race as we're T-minus 13 minutes. I'm just communicating with the missus because I can hear my little man in the background protesting. I mean, who'd be a parent, chat? Can you hear him in the background? Kicking off. Oh, canyon carving thereafter. Let's go. Let's go, Coffee Cam for opposite reasons. Let's go, Charles Edward. Far too kind as always, mate. I hope you enjoy your day. 5 a.m. is nuts for a race of next to no consequence, eh? And that's a bloody shame for all parties concerned. That, of course, I mean, the constructors is all but wrapped up for McLaren, them having locked out the front row, plus the Drivers' Championship, long sunk cost. Maximilian Verstappen, 4-time champion. I wish Lando Norris had kept it honest, but he had everything. Couldn't even turn 9. Did you see Lando Norris turn 9? On the steering wheel, like two very sexy corrections in short order. I'm like, hold on, Lando is incredible. He's so good. Oh, Charles, you're a legend. Thank you so much, mate. Too generous as always. Hit the like button. Maverick says, Genie, hail. Well, for Cam, it's 5 a.m. as well. Oh, no. I know, Walter. I'm so sorry. I apologise for being a numpty earlier on. I did a couple of streams and a couple of things happened. My son was about to come in the door and then I flopped and then I did another one and I was on mute. Oh, I mean, how very dare I criticise Lando Norris for being a mistake merchant, and then Only at the third time of asking do I manage to get there. But I needed to go out that. I had some things to say about the way that I feel like Mercedes have disrespected Lewis Hamilton, or at least not paid homage in the sense that I would expect them to. A team of their stature, 8 times champions, 246 races, 84 wins, 78 poles, 6 drivers, 8 constructors. Do you know what I mean? As they take their final picture, this is the final one for Pizzi. 1948 in Laos. Hendrick, you're a legend. Imagine if McLaren end up with nothing this season. Oh my gosh, you need 2 DNFs though. Lewis is happy to be going, right? No tears from Lewis Hamilton. I think he's ready to go. He's been ready to go, bless him. Oh, the humanity. Oh, it's going to get techie. Will.i.am is embarrassing. Ugh. You got good enough audio with it that's singing. Have a gander. I know. Okay, Clouticus, thank you for letting me know. I just can't. There's too much things is going on at the moment. I'm missing a headphone and it's just chaos. But I digress. Enough of the chirping, Cameron. Stop moaning. Get your head in the game. People have got some real issues about which they have every right to moan. Lando needs an IV drip of testosterone over there. He just needs to get serious. Yeah, he just needs to... He's so good. He's so good, but he's so bad concurrently. It's upsetting. No. Lando needs to rewatch the Lewis Hamilton documentary if he wants to win anything. $640 is the points haul from McLaren in the championship. 619 Ferrari. The delta therefore 21 points. Ferrari are going to need favours, aren't they? Fortuitous circumstances, even by dint of the racing gods, they'll struggle. Charles too far back, another mistake of the unforced variety from Charles. Although he has been brilliant for the most part this year, those mistakes are still there, simmering somehow beneath the surface. He's going to need to be better next year, especially if proper Lewis Hamilton turns up in that Scuderia Ferrari car at Maranello in February for testing. Oh, the humanity. Could you get even any more blockbuster than that? T-minus 9 minutes away from a cheeky formation lap, and I'm here for it. They haven't a mechanical DNF yet, McLaren. They're due one. It's a good shout. It's a good shout. These teams tend to balance themselves out over the course of a 24-race season, don't they? Fortuitous circumstances or lack thereof. Will Sir Lewis reach the podium? I very much doubt it, Jacob. If I'm being honest, I mean, we can but hope as Lewis Hamilton fans all around the world. So many people at Lewis Hamilton's car. I know Kayla, as if he's retiring or something. It's just the last time that you'll see him. It's an end of an era though, isn't it? By the way, Cam, you were talking about the Max slide in 2021. Watch the Monaco win and that slide into the last corner. He does do, he slides the car really well, doesn't he? I put this thing out on Twitter. I've been reading the book, the Mark Hughes Unstoppable book. Again, just trying to learn more about Max and understand like the source of the genius that potentially I can replicate it for myself. No, I'm joking. That sort of gift is, by the way, his child, grandson of Nelson Piquet, 3-time champion, son of Maximilian Verstappen, potentially. I'm assuming that it will be a boy. Could be a girl, very much. Like how? How can you be the grandchild of Nelson and the son of Max? Mate, let me read this out to you because I thought it was a good... I reposted on Twitter, Cameron CC. Cameron with an X instead of an A. I reposted this. There's a passage in the Mark Hughes book, Unstoppable. Unstoppable, the ultimate biography of the three-time, soon-to-be 5-time world champion, Maximilian Verstappen. The passage reads thus, and I quote, "It illustrates the margins he has in reserve to keep control of a car past the apparent point of no return. It makes possible for him manoeuvres that would be out of bounds to others." You see what Mark Hughes has done there? He just swims in those DEFCON 1 waters, doesn't he? So acute is his car control, Lewis and Michael, leaving the best teams at the worst times in the worst ways possible. Why is F1 sometimes? I know timing is everything, Genius. Time is everything. Clouticus says he needs to get his name. Get that Lewis merch. Everybody's got theirs already ready to go. I've just thrown away my Charles Leclerc cap, by the way. I shouldn't really confess to that. I was having a clear out. I was like, when am I even going to wear this? How am I a 500-year-old man wearing caps? It's not my look. And again, let me not prejudicing against anybody that does, but not my style necessarily. Rather you guys see all this receding in all of its glory, do you know what I mean, than me put on a cap. Too much of an English gentleman. T by the 6 minutes till we get ourselves a formation lap. I'm here for it. DTM, WCC, Mercedes AMG. Just Shashank. The kid is going to be racing fighter jets in Top Gun, mate. That level of genealogy, lineage, 7-time champion. 3 Nelson Piquet, 4 Daddy Max. My gosh. That kid's going to be... If Max has a girl with Piquet as a granddad, she will be the first one in F1. Wow. Author. If she wants it, eh? Oh, Paisley, you're a legend. Child will be born with a super license. Shit, they should. I mean, 336 are you watching concurrently? And we are looking at them. They're trying to build, aren't they? Reflecting on 2007 season finale climax. 2008, similar. There's been some epic ones. Imagine 2021. The thought of it. We were here, weren't we, streaming it, and I couldn't even. 2021. The following lapped cars can unlap themselves. You remember this? Oh my gosh, don't do it to us. I've never been so devastated at the realisation that Lewis wasn't going to get his 8th one. Oh God, and then a restart. Oh no, don't even do it. It's too soon. It is too soon. Maximilian Verstappen. Like, people keep giving me stick for saying his full name. No pun intended, but it has become a shtick. Maximilian Verstappen. Sometimes when you're talking extemporaneously, trying to pull together these monologues, you want to say something that has a few extra syllables in there that gives you a bit of breathing space, right? So you can accurately configure your next stanza. For me to say Maximilian Verstappen, 3, 4, soon to be 5-time champion, or Sir Lewis Carl Davidson, for me to say all that gives me a little bit of wiggle room, sometimes requisite to configure my next thought before I put it into words. 5.281 kilometers, 3.281 miles, 58 laps will be race distance, 1 minute 26.1 Max Verstappen's record lap, 214 miles per hour top speed, 16 turns. It's gonna get techie. That turn 9A. How do you like your high speed turns of long duration? C4, C3, C5. So it'll be your softest compound. Crofty asserts that it should be a one-stop race. Oof. And again, for the avoidance of doubt, the rule state you got to use at least 2 different compound tyres. Oof. Oof. Colapinto starts on 20th. Charles Leclerc starts on 19th. Jack Doohan, first race, starts on 17th. Alex Albon starts on 18th. Doohan looked handy, but apparently his time was the slowest in qualifying. Lewis starts on 16th on a 123.8. Zhou Guanyu, similar 123.8, starts on 15th. K-Mag and Lance Stroll in 14th and 13th respectively. Oof. Yuki Tsunoda will start from 11th on a 123.4. In out qualifying yet again. 6 zip. 1 Liam Lawson. Sergio Perez in 10th, potentially his last tour. Just debating his exit clause, really. The powers that be at Red Bull are set to have a meeting after Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is finished, and they're going to discuss it. Just get rid of him now, surely. I mean, put us all out of our misery, surely. I mean, what are we like? How much can one man underperform before you can call him a man? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing. You can't outperform this much or underperform even this much and still expect to have a job. Can you imagine if you went to your job and underperformed your colleagues this much and then Your dad was still saying that he's going to be a champion one day. Behave yourself. 257 of you watching Cocotley, do me a favour, smash a like. Team honest, 1 minute away from a cheeky session. Walther, you're an absolute legend, mate. Thank you so much for this season. You are a legend. And no, Walther, listen, mate, I can't take any credit. The credit belongs to each and every single one of you who endure my ramblings, and you are far too kind, Walther. So I appreciate you ad infinitum. And I know I owe you a cheeky reply, mate. You're far too kind as always, and it's in chaos. Is this Perez's last race? Not officially, Daniel, but listen, if you connect the dots in the background, I think we can all assume that this might be the sword of Damocles might be about to be wielded on one Checo Perez's F1 career. Walter, far too kind, by the way. Thank you so much. As is Charles Edward Cheese, legend of the channel. As per usual, you guys are legends, man. I'm grateful, humbled. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll come out here and give you a confidence stick, but no, for the avoidance of doubt, I'm humbled every single time, because this is the community that we're trying to build somehow. Do you know what I mean? We'll get there in the end. We will get there in the end. Do you know what I mean? In the end, with some hard graft. Learn to work harder, Cameron. Rock up on time some more, Cameron. Do you know what I mean? Organise your life. This is me saying that I need to be better more often. We'll get there, I promise. We'll get there. Right, let's have a go. Let's get some metrics. Again, the metrics on your screen are brought to you by the legends that are multi-viewer. Download that. Support them because they support us, each and every single. Right, let's go. Let us go. Right, let's get some metrics up and ready to go. 315 of you watching concurrently. Thank you. Grateful and infinitum. This is our season finale, of course, race 24 of 24. Possible race strategies. 1 stop will dictate 23 laps would be when you stop. 2 stop would be lap 15 and lap 21. Let us go. I don't have any Lewis gear, but I'm willing to buy a cap. I'm pulling hard for him, hoping for a statement in 25. Make, and that's for everything that you've done this year. Made F1 fun, but it's difficult at times to smile and get a Patreon page and make 100% make. And we had that conversation already, didn't we? But your boy Cameron is such a numpty, such a laggard, so laissez-faire in his approach that he still hasn't done it. But I will do it, mate, and I promise, because it needs to. Right. Come on, Cameron. Let's get some metrics going. Come on, Cameron. Okay, why is that? Right. Let me get Commodore. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Sauber. Thank you, Ferrari. Says Valtteri Bottas, bless him, cognizant that this might be his... a lot of final tours here, isn't there? Lewis, Bottas, Zhou Guanyu. We are on a formation lap, by the way, guys. Oh, gosh, what are you doing? Go on then, Brundle. You give it some beans, Martin, because nobody else is. Yeah, no, you're right, Brundle. It is the right time. Sometimes you got to call it quits and draw a line underneath it now. Sometimes you have to do it. All right, so they're pulled up. Let's go. Let's go. We're a couple seconds away from a race start. Techie race start for the season finale that is the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and I'm nervous all of a sudden. Talked all this rubbish about no stakes, etc. And now all of a sudden, once they've pulled up now, it's gone and got techie. Oh, McLaren buds back at the factory again, waiting to get their bonus, right? If they can get their constructors, there will be a punch in the air for the extra money in their back pockets. Right. Back markers turning up now. Go on then. How do you like your F1, ladies and gents? For the last time in 2024, we are about to embark upon a race start. Abu Dhabi Grand Prix 2024. Not much at stake apart from pride and a cheeky World Constructors Championship. Right, 1 red light, 2 red lights, 3 reds, 4, 5. Lights out and away we go. Bloody no, Lando Norris has nailed that start, eh? But Oscar Piastri's under pressure now. Is he going to hold off? Up the inside, Oscar. Oh no! Contact between Oscar and bloody Nora. Wow. Contact between Oscar and Verstappen. Oh no. Oh no. Wow. 2 of them spin out. Jeez. Oh, that's true. Brundle makes the point though, right? If stakes indeed are the World Constructor Championship, that's the last thing that McLaren need. Oh no. That looked a lot like Silverstone, didn't it? Cops Corner 2021. This time though, Max had the inside. Go on then, Checo, over to you, chap. Haas now. Oh my God, and now Checo's spun. Come on, Checo. What are we doing, sir? Every time you've got to keep your nose clean and pick up some points and you just don't do it. You had the opportunity to be a hero now, Checo, and be the driver that Red Bull have needed to be for so long. And you go and get yourself involved in an incident. P12 from 19, Charles Leclerc, of course. But by dint of the 2 manoeuvres, right, he's already jumped up 3 places because of Max, Piastri and Checo. Starts P19, already up into P12. What is going on, chat? What have we got ourselves a race on our hands in this grand finale? Everyone, by the way, starts on mediums, apart from Lewis Hamilton, who's had himself a set of hard compound tyres. Oh, the humanity. 2 laps deep. 57 left on the docket. Oh my gosh, virtual safety car is deployed. What are we doing? Go on then. I need to watch this replay. Look at Lando. Okay, lack of defensive posture still, but he gets that one done. Oh, I think, yeah, Piastri. I think that's Oscar. Give him a bit of breathing room there, Oscar. Do you know what I mean? You're not racing Lando, you're racing Max. And again, you've got to be able to adapt. Oh my gosh, Checo's DNF. Is that Checo DNF? What's Checo doing? Oh, Checo, it's done for you, mate. Just relax now. What? Okay, virtual safety car deployed. I thought Max was about to overtake the virtual safety car. 357 if you're watching. Max did that on purpose. To Oscar, do you think? Why would he do that on purpose, mate? I don't know. Perez is out. Perez bye-bye. Yeah, mate. I want to be dignified about this Checo Perez. There's a really good, I was going through old videos last night trying to clear out my hard drive. And there's a video taken from the Red Bull Media House where it's got Checo talking about having just signed a contract for Red Bull in the first instance. Full of hope, full of optimism. His face looks like he spends 12 hours a day in the gym. Like the compare and contrast, not just the words that are coming out of his mouth, but like the way he looks and his mate. I'm telling you, something's happened there. He looks like a different person. Maybe it's just time and the winds of change, etc., etc. Still virtual safety car circumstance. For the avoidance of doubt, your runners and riders with 56 laps left on the docket. Lando Norris for once, or for the second time in like 8 or 9 races even, when he's dropped it on pole, he manages to get to the end of the first lap, consolidating his first position. Props, Lando. Just a shame you couldn't do this with some more consistency earlier on. Your biggest winner off the grid is Charles Leclerc, aka modern day Journalazy, who's up into 11th, looking to nail himself Scuderia Ferrari, the Constructors' Championship. Biggest loser, well, Checo Perez out on lap 1. Bloody Nora. But no one was even near him, was it? Like, was he? Just nonsense, really. Checo Perez out, DNF. Oscar Jack. Okay, virtual safety car ending. Oh my gosh, green flag. Okay, so we had a delayed. Lando's gone. Oof. What's going on here? Gasly on Oh, Russell on Gasly. Oh, go on then, George. He's got the DRS, but how's Pierre Gasly coping with that? And he hasn't got the... Well done, Pierre Gasly. What a fantastic defence that is. He's done very well there to defend an onrushing George Russell, first of his name, with DRS. Fabio Briatore, giving that engine an extra bit of brake horsepower. By the way, Alpine set to enter into an engine manufacturer agreement with Mercedes in short order. They might want to rethink that, looking at that image of Pierre Gasly defending to George Russell. Oscar Piastri going to have to work. He's got some work to do, hasn't he? Unless he wants to cost himself, his team, a World Constructors' Championship. Oh no. Colapinto weaving around in the braking zone a little bit. Careful there, Franco. You got to, do you know what I mean? Be professional, sir. You can't move twice in the braking zone. That's why you want to move once to the inside line and then get your second move in when you return to the racing line. Surely that's the modus operandi that Colapinto wants to institute for. Go on, and your runners and riders, because I still haven't finished. Norris currently leading, has this one in the bag, right? 2.8 seconds of the delta to second place man Carlos Sainz Jr., Gasly, Russell, Hulkenberg. Then you have Alonso in 6th, K-Mag, Charles Leclerc in 8th, Stroll, and then Max Verstappen back up to 10th, having had a nightmare first lap. Look at that. Do you see what I'm talking about? Look at the gap. So Verstappen and Oscar Piastri had the same instance. So why then is Max Verstappen already back up to 10th and Oscar Piastri is languishing in 18th and now goes to pit? What are we doing here? Carlos Sainz goes purple. Go on then. What are the bets on Max Verstappen? We need to get a cheeky poll out there, don't we? How high can Max Verstappen go? He's gonna be close, isn't he? Go on then, Max. Does Max get podium? You guys tell me. Does Max get himself a cheeky podium? I'm worried and I'm scared. This dude's going to be metronomic as per. There is some poor driving right now. They're all a bit angsty, aren't they? The pace is fast, as Alex Albon. Oh wow! So okay, so Oscar, I'm a bit behind on my visual. Oscar Jack had to pit because of a cheeky front wing. Again, this was Colapinto. 412 of you watching concurrently. Leave it to McLaren to bottle the championship. I know it would only be if past this prologue, this would be apropos. Where is the bloody FIA investigating penalty from Max Verstappen for causing that collision, eh? Wow. This race, what sort of race are we? This is a chaos race. An absolute chaos race. Thus far it has been, at least. 10-second penalty. Oh. Wow. 10-second penalty for Verstappen. I don't know about that. Let's have a look at it again. Go on and let's have a gander. Is Johnny Herbert on deck as far as stewarding? Probably. Okay, fine, because he's not alongside. Max says over the radio, was always all the way at the inside. I was super unlucky. Problem is for Max in that sense is that he needed to be alongside, right? Old school rules, if you were 2/3 the way up the inside of the car that you're overtaking, then you're good. But new school rules, you've got to be alongside, right, to have entitled yourself to racing room at least. Macon, even with 10 seconds, you'll get podium. Can you imagine? Eddie Jordan for president. Yes, 10 seconds on Max. Kyori celebrated. Oh my gosh. Oscar says move of a world champion, that one. Oh no, McLaren Bud's devastated today. Go on then, Sky. We're going to get like a cheeky graphic of what's going on in the constructors. Oh, it wasn't even Checo's fault, was it? Mate, but Checo, when you're qualifying so low, you're in the carbon fibre zone, mate. It's all of your own doing, just a little bit. Charles Leclerc, look at that's how to do it. Look at Charles round the outside, just not messing about. This is what you meant to do. Look at Charles Leclerc just going through, just nice and clinical. Meanwhile, the one they call the Mexican Minister of Defense is just making a ham fist of it. Like, look at this. He's all over the shop and he's there and he's there. He's between Bottas and he's there. Just messy. Zach Brown says it was appropriate. Fair play. I don't hate it. 400 of you watching, could only do me a favour and smash a like, por favor, as we embark on the season finale. This is going to get a bit techie, ladies and gentlemen, even if I do say so myself. Go on then, let's have a look. Runners and riders. With 52 laps left on the docket. Lando Norris dominating 2.7 seconds down the road, clear of one Carlos Sainz Jr. again on his final tour as a Scuderia Ferrari driver. Gasly follows him. Then you have Russell, Hülkenberg, Alonso, Charles Leclerc. Oh my gosh, modern day journalism. Up 12 places, already up into 7th from 19th. George Russell, oof. George Russell's getting impatient, isn't he? Yeah, George is going to have a nibble at this. I think what George Russell will be saying to himself in his helmet is, I haven't got time now. I need to nail this here quickly, because the tax that's to be paid by hanging around in the dirty air for so long, as far as tyre degradation is serious and as far as the outcomes of one's race, right? George Russell will be looking to do something here. First of his name of Kings Lynn, Norfolk imminently. Runners and riders, Norris, Sainz, Gasly, George Russell in 4th. Again, George looking to do something very quickly. Do something before to something, in the words of Uncle Shay Shay. Imminently on Pierre Gasly. Hülkenberg in 5th. Behind him, Alonso, Leclerc, Magnussen, and then Maximilian Verstappen, and then Lance Stroll. Beef, of course, already between Max and Oscar. Oscar saying that they're coming together, which has cost Max Verstappen a 10-second penalty. Not a 10-second stop-go, critically. Just a standard 10-second penalty this time. Yeah, Oscar Jack saying that was the move of a world champion. Maximilian Verstappen apologising to nobody, starting fights with everybody per the one they call Conor McGregor. I said Mystic Max before, didn't I? Purple from Lando Norris. Oh, the humanity. Credit to Alpine for finding some speed lately. Are you guys getting adverts? Let me just double check this. Let me have a quick double check of this. Right, you guys should be getting less adverts now, hopefully. 375 you're watching concurrently. Piastri has half the track free. This is Silverstone in reverse, isn't it, Starley? Silverstone, man. You've got to... Oscar could have given more space, of course, but ultimately, if there is a collision caused, I think Max has got to fess up to that. Yeah, I think Max has got to fess up to that a little bit. Just a tad. Brundle diatribing for it still, saying it was a bit unnecessary from Max, and that Oscar potentially wasn't to know, was he? How was Oscar going to know that Max was up there? Okay, so Oscar Piastri punished for causing an incident with Codapinto. What's going on? I no comprendo, no hablo inglés. What is going on here? You can get a penalty and you can get a penalty, and Oscar Piastri can get a penalty. Lap time deleted from Max Verstappen. Track limits turn 9 or turn 1, lap number 9 even. Same for Lawson. This is going to be an issue getting towards the end of the race, isn't it? Track limits. Same thing for car 19 Stroll or car 18 Stroll, and then same thing for Liam Lawson. Bloody no, it's all over the shop. All over the shop. What's going on? Matt's being asked for Strat 6. Again, they're looking to save temps and engine power potentially. Brundle makes the point, right, that the Steelers are getting firmer of late. You can get a penalty and you can get a penalty. Rue Marquez, this is a rule, an iron rule, ironborn setting stricter, is he not, Rue Marquez interpreting the rules. Some say as they're supposed to be interpreted. Yeah, I guess I can live with it. But Lando would not get that penalty. I'm sure. Oh, I don't know. It's hard to say, isn't it? This like it's not apples and apples. Here we go. Who's that? Bloody Nora. Charles Leclerc. Oof. Fernando Alonso has to let Charles Leclerc go. Charles Leclerc up into the top 6. What a drive from the chap. Did we just get the driver of the day vote out ahead of time? Bloody Nora. Charles Leclerc. Not bad, eh? How far was Charles Leclerc off victory, yeah? 12 seconds adrift is what Charles Leclerc... A cheeky safety car at some point in the last few laps, eh? Maybe. If past this prologue. And Charles Leclerc could be in for something here. 12 seconds adrift of Lando and Norris. 48 laps left on the docket. 11 laps in the books. It's going to get a bit techie this towards the end of the race. We shall see. Again, pit stop windows depending on whether you're doing a 1-stopper or a 2-stopper. I want to say anywhere between laps 18 and 21. So it could get techie, especially again if there's a cheeky virtual or proper safety car circumstance towards the end of the race. Does anybody remember one of those? 2021, Aston Martin struggling. Look at that. Jeez. Aston Martin understeer. Bucket loads of... Look at the amount of track times that are getting deleted. Lawson, Doohan, Alonso, Leclerc. Track limits is going to be chaos, eh? 513, if you're watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash a like. Oscar would have been dead last if it wasn't for Max turning onto him in turn 1. Oof. It's too early in the morning. Kyori, it is too. It's not even early in the morning. It's like midday. Well, 20 minutes past 1 in the UK. But go on, a live constructors championship. Oh, put it back up. I want to see that metric. Want to see where everybody. Not that anybody cares really. Glad I do for a short vacation style. I know, but we've no rest for the wicked over here. We've got a schedule that we need to keep to. Do you know what I mean? We're not stopping. Not on the Cameron CC channel, Triple C. Do you know what I mean? We go again, straight back into it. 8 PM tonight. Reaction video after this. Not messing about. Need to be the channel that I would want to watch. Do you know what I mean? Paisley. I hope the back end and mid teams carry this momentum through to 2025. I love seeing Sauber get up there, harsh, challenging, top 8 in each. I know what you mean. But my I've always been overweight the fight for the first places. Do you know what I mean? Come on, Lewis, let's go. Corey, see how I'm wicked to Lewis. I haven't even mentioned. Oh yeah, I'm just watching it. Go on, I don't hate that. Up for 11th from Lewis. Shouldn't even be there though. Bloody Mercedes with their idiotic decisions. Sending him out last minute as if Q1 is Q3. What are we doing? Oh my gosh. And then he's just been overtaken back again. What are we doing? Go away, Mercedes. I've had enough. Like, what are we doing? Liam Lawson. Okay. Go on then. Go on, and that's not bad from Lewis though. Up already through to 10th, up 6 places. And he's on those hards, isn't he, critically? So he's going to have a tyre offset depending on how long he can go. So Lewis looking a bit handy. But again, if he's going to come into play... Oh my gosh. Charles Leclerc on his 3rd strike. Jeez. Oof. Incident involving Zhou Guanyu under investigation. Full start. What is going on? And the same for Alex Albon. Incident noted. Full stop. What are we doing? This is proper like... I don't know. The officiating has gone serious under Remarkers now. I've got no pace, says Lewis Hamilton. I've got no pace on those hards. It doesn't surprise me. And again, remember, okay, pit stop window, laps 12 to 26, if indeed you are on mediums. So you're going to see it coming on. And they're going to start to drop. Yeah, so Magnussen's coming. Zhou's coming. Alex Albon's coming. Let's see how long the guys at the front can stay out then. Lando Norris just got this, eh? Lando Norris has got this under control, which pees me off no end. Oh, the vanity. Time for some liberty media Americanization and throwing a NASCAR. So I know, Neil, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Sometimes you got to throw a cheeky safety car. Don't let Mr. Peter D. Windsor you say that, though. You wouldn't you'd throw that at the show. I'm not even watching the transmission. Just this. You're a legend, Starlight. I've got to be your eyes and ears then. Let me recall the top 10 in first. Lando Norris, this is a cakewalk for him, right? Driving mistakes his settings. Again, one of the only times, only twice, if I remember correctly, of 8 times he's dropped it on pole, or 9 times even, when he's dropped it on pole and then managed to get through to 8 times. What are you talking about, Cameron? And he's managed to consolidate first position. Lando leads Carlos Sainz 3.4 seconds Gasly, and then Russell's still struggling to get past the Alpine, man. Oof, 2-stopper potentially for K-Mag, potentially. So go on then, fights George Russell on Gasly potentially, but again, he's got to be careful, hasn't George? Got to be really careful. Maximilian Verstappen up into 7th. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. Where are you guys saying that Mr. Verstappen's going to get to? 59% of you think Max isn't going to get a podium. Oh, let's see. Let's see about that. We will revisit. So Verstappen is now the car ahead. 5.9 seconds is what Lewis has been told. Keep with him then, if you can. Brundle states the case that you'll stand to gain up to 10 seconds if indeed you can benefit from a cheeky pit stop under safety car conditions. Don't hate that, eh? 483 if you're watching Kakoni, do me a favour and smash like. McLaren reliability this year, I know it's not been bad, eh, bro? Not been bad. But then across the board, most teams' reliability has been trending towards 100%, eh? Hamilton moving up fast. Cam, not when Charles is up to 6th after starting from India. Charles, aka modern day Joanna Lazy, definitely started from India. Look at that. All right, Gasly coming out the pits. Go on then, Lewis. Lewis looking to go long, remember, having started on those white labelled hard compound tyres. Will be going long. And then looking to benefit from a cheeky tyre offset on his second stint, if indeed he's only doing a 1-stop. Charles Leclerc, there we go. Charles Leclerc's been told that the hard tyre doesn't look that good. So potentially to a soft, or potentially just extend out the medium stint. Spend longer on the quicker tyre, eh? Piastri lap time deleted. Everybody's getting lap times. Look at this. 5-second penalty for car 24. Zhou Guanyu for the full start. Lap time deleted for Yuki Tsunoda. What is going on? Albon full start noted. This is a race of the chaos variety. Max Verstappen says front tyres are getting way too hot. I can't brake. Oh, the humanity. What is going on? Macon, you're a legend. Happy late birthday for Cameron Jr. You're an absolute legend, Macon. Proper day 0-1. I appreciate you, sir, and again, far too generous. I appreciate all of you in extremis ad infinitum in perpetuity, because this channel, this community, is the one that you built. My name is just the one above the door. I'm a handmaiden, just a soliloquy merchant. That is all. This community is the one that you built by dint of your not insubstantial shoulders. But I digress. Right. 43 laps remaining. 16 are in the books. Charles Leclerc up to 4th. What? And again, about to be in the DRS zone of one George Russell, Kings Lynn, Norfolk's own. This is going to get techie, eh? Max Verstappen. Go on then. Max Verstappen 20 seconds off the... Okay. So look, Lando. Somebody's had a word with Lando and said that Max Verstappen is on a charge, because the last time I saw that Max Verstappen delta between him and Lando Norris, it was 12 seconds. Now it's 20.3. Lando Norris has to be cognizant of the risk of a safety car at some point, and he's got to put himself in a decent enough standing to consolidate again. First position, something that he struggled to do for a lot of this championship, is it not? Again, your top 5, Lando Norris, Sainz, Russell, Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen. In 6th, you have yourself Lewis Hamilton. Piastri making his way back up to the top, still in 13th. However, it's getting techie. And again, the other outstanding story that we'll need to talk to. So too will the Red Bull shareholders need to speak to shortly here on in, is the fact that Checo Perez has fallen foul of yet again being in the... It wasn't his fault. but he shouldn't have qualified in the carbon fibre zone. Lando Norris being asked how his tyres are. Okay, struggling a tiny bit more than what it was, but they seem to be maintaining right now. So these lot are going to go long on the mediums, methinks, because they're getting the information that Lewis is struggling to lap quickly on those hards. Going to get techie. Same old story with the hards, right? If it's hards and it's warm, the tyres just don't work. It's chaos. Axel, Ferrari needs a win. Harrison, you're a legend. Gutted the drivers' parade was done today. We were standing for hours in Qatar GP, only to find out they're not going around the circuit as expected. Harrison, it's chaos. I love that Harrison gets out to the Grand Prix. I need to take a leaf out of your book, sir, and go to AGP one of these cycles, but I'm addicted to all of the multi-viewer and everything that I need it. Harrison, you're a legend and far too kind as always. Will Max create a situation where George chooses to lift against... I hope you cannot hear my little man in the background losing his mind as always. He's crying because he's so disappointed that the season's come to an anticlimactic end, of course. You know what I mean? And his favourite driver's just got a 10-second penalty. Cracker 1000 next year, McLaren F1 race. Come on, 44. Go on and let all eyes on Lewis Hamilton. Go on then, Lewis. Green from Lewis on a 129.6. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Safety car, anyone? Go on then, Colapinto. Do us a favour, chap. Lewis Hamilton will need, if he's going to consolidate this. Oh, no. Charles Leclerc on... Oh, my gosh. It's track limits for all of them, eh? It's far too techie, this. Can't keep track of all the track limit stuff. But it's okay. You're a legend, Coyote. Super distracting. Normally I've got both my headphones in, but I've lost this one, and so I can hear, and it's just distracting. It's probably more distracting for me than it is you. Undercut on George Russell, or Charles Leclerc on George Russell even. Oof. Oof. I like these graphics, I can't lie. 1.16 high threat of an undercut from Charles Leclerc on George Russell. Let's go. That's what we need to see. Props to the international internationally syndicated broadcast. Have you yeah, I have, Jeannie. I have indeed eaten all of little man's birthday treats. He's been on chaos today. I think because he got sport yesterday, Lion King, he just expects to be sport. He's very sport, my son, though, to be fair to him. I'm going to have to unwind that somehow. Do you know what I mean? I need to focus on that. 449, if you're watching concurrently, you can hear him. Oh no, he's gone now. Ads are still up, Genie. Bloody Nora. Genie, you see this? Ads should be much less, Genie. Am I going to turn them up? Let me try and turn them off. Okay, ads should be off now, I think. I don't know, Genie. It's too much chaos. 400 if you're watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash a like as we have 19 laps in the books. We have 39 laps remaining. Lando Norris in control, man. This is very, this is pedestrian, processional even for Lando Norris. And again, it begs the question, where have they been all season? Whenever Max Verstappen started breathing down their necks, they crumbled. And it didn't need to be that way. They're only young once, says Analog. Oh, true. Lawson surely deserves. Do you think so, Kayla? After he's fallen 6-0 to Yuki Tsunoda, I think Yuki Tsunoda deserves it, you know. I know that Lawson's good. And I know that Lawson will get it. But I'm not sure that it's the fairest of choices, if I'm honest. Go on then, safety car anytime you're ready for Sir Lewis. Do you know what I mean? Karmic justice, please. Give that dude some good fortune in his final tour at Mercedes. Please. Please, please, please. I could do with that. Right. We are 20 laps down, 38 laps remaining. Again, the story that we're looking at currently on the internationally syndicated broadcast is Charles Leclerc and George Russell. Oh, the humanity. As my late mum-in-law would say, kids aren't spoilt. They all smell like a... Okay. True. Can you hear him? He's still kicking off. Right. It's going to... yeah, as soon as I get off this stream... Mummy clearly is struggling. Bear with me a second. Bear with me. I'm coming back. Right, let's go. Let's go. And we are back. Apologies, I'm getting distracted out here. All of this mayhem and noise in my ear. This is why I need my bloody headphones, my proper headphones. Oh, God, I can't go. You lot are going to have to tolerate me looking stupid here. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, those headphones look ridiculous. But we move. What are you going to do? I need it for now. They do look ridiculous though, eh? The old Joe Rogan headphones, but whatever. We'll keep them on for now because I'm not going to be able to focus. And I need to give you guys a good sheep. 469 of you watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash the like. As we are 22 laps in the books. It's going to get techie in a minute. I'm sure something's going to happen. Safety car, any? At some point. Daniel, it's chaos, mate. I know Pitwall Cameron says that it's chaos in this house today. Already he's destroyed a couple of... No, you're a legend, Kayori. I agree with you. Harfield to just... it's techie. It's techier than techie. Go on, let me focus. I need to get my... let's turn up this. Right, Cameron needs to go and invest in some equipment. Right, I need proper headphones between. But you guys have been more than generous, so I can't claim. I will invest in some headphones between now and the new season, and upgrade my ting. 22 laps in the dockets. Lando Norris just nailing this. 4 seconds to the good. Never been in doubt. Carlos Sainz behind him. 4 seconds adrift. Lando Norris won't be looking to give Carlos Sainz the favour, return the favour that he offered to him last year at the Singapore Grand Prix, a bit of DRS sharing. Yuki Tsunoda told to stay out. He responds why. Interestingly and very apropos, I was just watching the Acrimony of a Champion documentary via Viaplay on Amazon Prime, and Yuki Tsunoda was going through counselling. He was seeing a psychiatrist with a view to level his demeanour in the car. Max Verstappen when asked, are you going to go for counselling too? He was like, no chance, mate. No. Sometimes I'm going to be a bit hot-headed in the car, but leave me alone. Max Verstappen, interestingly, on this documentary, does not like press and media. He just wants to race. He's metronomic in that sense. Put me in the car and let me race. When I'm outside, you're going to find me in the sim. Not concerned for anything else or the bloody sponsorship and media engagements. Max Verstappen doesn't want any a part of that, does he? James, but you're a legend and far too kind. Thank you so much. turn slightly diagonal and they won't look as crazy. We're going to have to... I like this. I agree with you. It's a good shout. I bought these because they were the Joe Rogan specials, but I've never used them because they make me look like a Klingon. make my forehead look massive. 451 of you watching concurrently. You guys are legends. Okay, good to go. I might just keep them on now. Now let's go here. Right, bang. We're good. And I can focus. Lou's putting in a good session. I recommend Bose headphones. They last much longer. I don't use these, Sharrison. I've got a set of Sony WH-1000 MX3s. And they're all on it. As far as noise cancelling, they're decent. These are meant to be good for like audio monitoring, but I don't use them. I should sell them off, to be fair. Apart from trying to block out noise. Lou's putting in good times. Go on and let me pay attention to Lewis. Apologies for it being a bit of a chaos stream, but sometimes in real life intervenes, eh? Go on then, runners and riders with 34 laps remaining on the docket, 25 laps in the books. Lando Norris has this nailed, has been controlling it from start to finish. Again, uncharacteristically poised off the start, nailing it. Props to Lando, eh? Props to Lando for once. But again, it makes me nostalgic as to what could have been if his team didn't give away, between him and his team, it hadn't given away 63 points over the course of a 24 championship. Even it's more than that, isn't it? Something like 90 points if you count the 63 that they've given away and the 27 equal and opposite that Max Verstappen has gained from their mistakes of the unforced variety. Lando Norris currently leading 129.484 last time round through Carlos Sainz, George Russell, Maximilian Verstappen. Oh no, Liam Lawson told oh, look at this. Is this our safety car? Liam Lawson says that the wheels are on, mate, having not long come out the pits. Are we going to get ourselves a virtual safety car? Because if indeed we are, get on it, Rue Marquez, Mr. F2 and F1 race director of a couple race weekends only. Go on then. If you're going to... let's have a go. Go on then. If he's not got his wheels on, where's Lewis Hamilton? In 5th currently on his final tour at Mercedes, and he could do with a cheeky virtual safety car, couldn't he? It looks like he's going to make it back. He's not even going slow. Do the wheels even look? Yeah, it looks like the front left isn't. The front left's not on properly, but he's not slowing down, is he, Liam? Going hard, full send, and he's made it back to the pits. Bad news for Lewis Hamilton. Carlos Sainz is in the pits now. Mate, the car dropped, says Liam Lawson. He's getting all sorts of problems, multitudinous of. Okay. But he did have a green light. Said, yeah, it does look okay. So they're going to do it again. Oh, they let him go, didn't he? They told him to go in ahead and put his tyres on properly. Front left from Liam Lawson. They came in and did it again. Ted Kravitz asserts that more than likely that's going to be a penalty of some point, of some form or extent for Liam Lawson, because you're not allowed to do that. Here he goes. Carlos Sainz. Yeah, Carlos Sainz has gone hard. That screams one stopper to me then as far as Carlos is concerned. Comes in on lap 25. Again, 26 laps now in the books, 33 laps remaining. Go on and look at this. Leclerc's stopped, hasn't he, for a set of hards? All right, look. Lando Norris has the whip hand, hasn't he? Lando Norris nailing it to the tune of 22.6 seconds through to George Russell. Sainz, Verstappen as Lando Norris comes in. Don't talk too soon. 20 seconds is the pit stop around here, right? So he's going to come out and have time in hand over one George Russell of Kings Lynn, Norfolk. Going to get techie, ladies and gentlemen. 511 of you watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash the like. Oh, the humanity indeed, Emma. Someone's getting fired. No Ferrari international assistance. Just, of course, referring to the fact that Ferrari used to get all the decisions, didn't they? By dint of the FIA. Hence, instead of the Federation Internazionale Automobile, people used to call them FIA, Ferrari International Assistance, particularly around the time of Michael Schumacher's peak oil 2000 to 2004. Go on then, Lando. All eyes on the Lando Norris stopped. Under pressure. No pressure. What's that to McLaren? That's a decent 2 point something, right? 2.3, 2.4, I reckon, as far as Lando Norris's pit stop. Where is the international? 2 seconds flat, they said. Lando Norris. Go on then. George Russell's come in now. Fair play for McLaren, smashing that out. George Russell. Can McLaren do similar? No, 2.3, 2.4, I reckon. Yeah, there we go. George, 2.4. Oof. Macon Lawson stoppers, I don't know. They flopped it, didn't they? This has been surprisingly good year, but Cameron CC, you've really added to the experience, says James. Wish I'd found your channel earlier. Compulsory requirement to my F1 viewing going forward. James, you're a legend. You're a legend, and I can't take any credit, man. This is all you guys. Charles Leclerc told it's plan C. That is a bit optimistic in my opinion. So Charles Leclerc plan C is being Charles Leclerc, it sounds like it's being told he's got to go through to the end of the race now on these set of tyres. Charles Leclerc responds that sounds a bit optimistic, mate. Hamilton is out on hard from the start. His last lap was 29.8. Go on then, let's have a look. 28.1. Oh my gosh, look at this. So last lap from Lewis, 29.8 as versus Max Verstappen, which was also 29.8. Trying to get a barometer here. Charles Leclerc was 28.8 last lap. Ergo, Charles Leclerc, as at the time of writing, is taking a second out of Lewis Hamilton each and every single lap. George Russell on a charge. Let's go. Pierre Gasly. Let's go. George Russell nails himself. Pierre Gasly finally. Finally. Again, overcut right. So waited for Gasly to come in and then put in some laps and then nailed him again on track. Take that. Yeah, no, decent Kyori. I'll take that. I thought they were going to flop it again. Standard. Retirement from who? Colapinto retired. Oh, no. It all looked so good for a second there for Franco Colapinto. He was the chosen one. The next Ayrton Senna. Do you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, it's Gonzo. Just faded to black. Look at this. Going straight back to F2. No, agreed, James Vowles. This is exactly not how we wanted to end the F1. Oh my God, you hear James Vowles say, it's been a pleasure. Gone, mate. What? 1 second you're about to sign to Red Bull Racing alongside Max Verstappen, and the next time you're trying to get match fit for another stint in F2. F1 is a cruel mistress, eh? A properly cool mistress. Like it's chaos. No, Franco, no, says Kayla. Kyrie, I do like this track apart from 21. Oh, track isn't bad, but it's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit weird. I like Sector 3. I'll say that much. But again, PTSD for Lewis Hamilton fans all around the world, eh? Wow. Okay, what are they saying? I need to get the constructors thing up now so we can see what the all right, so constructors, look at this. Live Constructors Championship. Fourth. Oh, so it's all fourth. What's going on? I don't want to see fourth. I want to see first. Sky Sports F1. Stop being silly. They're so stupid. Oh, this guy's had more DNF than Logan Sargent. I know of late. Is that 4 back-to-back for Franco Colapinto? Indeed. Hamilton needs himself a safety car. 10-second stop-go penalty for Liam Lawson. Unsafe condition. Bloody Nora. Sonoda. Black and white flag for Sonoda. What is going on? Okay, so Sonoda's got no more track infringements left, hasn't he? Lewis Hamilton needs himself a safety car now. That's the story of this race. If he can get himself a safety car, he's back in. If he doesn't, he's lost a lot of time. And he's going to go right down to the midfield, isn't he? 404, if you're watching Kokoni, do me a favour and smash a like. Colapinto going back to Chinese F4. Super Formula settings, potentially. Lewis. Possible P3 for Lewis. He just needs a safety car. He just needs a safety car. That's all that Lewis Hamilton needs. There's no plan here from Mercedes. It is in the hands of the racing gods as far as Lewis Hamilton's podium is concerned. If he gets himself a safety car, then copy. Good to go. If not, then Lewis Hamilton's going to sink to the back of the grid like a stone. Why is Colapinto coming? DNF. Something happened to the car. I think that's on the back of the incident. The coming together that he had with... Oh, wow. Stop-go penalty. Wow, stop-go penalty for Max. Oh, so Lewis is up into third. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so they need themselves... All right, so Lewis is going long. I think Lewis is going to one stop, anticipating the rest of them to potentially two stop. It's going to get techie for Lewis, though. A safety car would be perfect. Anytime now, please, for Lewis Hamilton fans all around the world. Perez will be at RB until 20. Behave yourself, McLaren F1 race. Behave yourself. I've extended family in Abu Dhabi, or Abu Dhabi as they say, and I need to make my way over there when it's race weekend. One of these years, I concur, Kayori. Be a good race to go to, I think. I do think it'd be a good race to go to. Max was in a long time, 10 seconds total. Was a pit stop guy. Or stop guy. Could we ask for... Max Verstappen says, could we ask for 20 seconds? Stupid idiots. Oh no, Martin Brundle disagrees and says, you can't say that, Max. They're just applying the regulations. Oof. Oh, we have ourselves a talking point. Do you remember when they said that Max wouldn't be swearing in the steward's room? It's caused them shit. Though he didn't swear, to be fair. Ooh, this is going to get taken for Max after this. Clumsy, everybody says. Crafty says, you're bigger than that, you're better than that. He's going to get a lot of criticism for this, Max. Because he ultimately didn't need to, did he? Ultimately, he's been quite clinical. Austria, you can call into question. Hungary is a bit sketchy. But the rest of it, he has an green flag. Valtteri Bottas, let's go. Safety car, please. Valtteri Bottas is struggling. The wheel is coming off the rib. Safety car, yellow flag, double waved. How far is he? How close is he to the pit? Where's the safety car and the yellow? Oh my gosh, big collision. What? That was so clumsy from K-Mag and Bottas. Oh, because Bottas couldn't stop the car. It was a big incident, that. Where is the yellow flag and the safety car for Lewis, please? Definitely going to get a penalty, says cheaper. Safety car. Where is it? K-Mag. It's very apropos a finish for your season, chap. Yeah, no, Valtteri couldn't stop. That's why he had it. Go on, where's the safety car? I can't see. Marquez, get your bloody flag out, please. Oh, come on. I said we're just carrying on. Mechanics are coming out for possible safety car. There's a lot of JB on the track, says Lewis Hamilton. Come on, safety car. Where is it? Please. Too bad for K-Mag. Where is the safety car? Oh. I must say I'm a prophet, says Michael. Nah, K-Mag gave him too much room. Bottas couldn't stop. Yeah, Bottas couldn't stop. He had, oh my God, they've got him in the pits. For God's sake, no safety car. Sauber's in the pits. Bottas in the pits. Oh, where's the safety car? There is no safety car. My God, come. What are you gonna do? Safe Lewis beats you all the time. God tier drive. Right, me and you go back and forth, mate. But I think you misinterpret. Largely, we're singing from the same hit, mate. I would quite like it if Lewis Hamilton. Don't listen to the naysayers that say that Cameron F1 is not a Lewis Hamilton fan. 667 points currently as things stand for McLaren. Ferrari 649. They need stuff, don't they? Ferrari here. Yeah, Right. Don't listen to the naysayers, mate. I'm still a Lewis fan. Like, I haven't got time nor emotional bandwidth to come on here and start telling lies. I would love for Lewis Hamilton to win some races. But ultimately, I'm a drinker from the fountain of sporting par excellence. So when Max has had his Weetabix and he does a Brazil, I mean, if you don't want to celebrate it, Right, then that doesn't prohibit me from celebrating it. We see our sport, ingest it differently. Just because you want to dance on Max Verstappen's grave, that doesn't mean I need to. Do you know what I mean? If you only find happiness in a Sir Lewis Hamilton win, then that's your business. That's a you problem. Don't superimpose your way of ingesting Formula One on me. No. We all come to this with different perspectives, should. This is the point of the channel, D, right? On another channel, you might have got banned already for disagreeing with me so vehemently, but because you're respectful. I cannot know, I shall not know, I will not. Cameron, for your high emotions upset. Giovanni, excuse me if I may, it's chaos today, but I need that safety car. Those Lewis Hamilton tyres are running out any second now. He's just got to stay out forever now. He's got to stay out and manage the tyres. If there's no safety car, then there's no safety car, but he's just got to stay out. He's got to stay out for as long as possible. They're looking to one stop, aren't they? I think that's Bono's plan. One stop him irrespective of whatever happens on track. If there's a safety car, then pull him in. Someday would have won by Miami. Carlos, please. Giovanni's a legend, eh? McLaren F1 race. Proper legend, Giovanni. Go on then. Runners and riders. Actually, quick TED update. 25 laps remaining. As K-Mag goes purple on soft compound tyres. What is going on? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh wow, Aston Martin are playing games with Oscar to try and benefit Juan Fernando. Oh my gosh, look at that. Who? Yuki Tsunoda. That's reactions. Yuki Tsunoda was beat. Look at Charles off the start, eh? Modern day Jean Alesi, and he not off the start was Charles Leclerc. He was onto it. Look at that. Had his Weetabix. Look at that. Yeah, he was good with Charles. He was in God tier mode, Charles, off the start. Avoided Yuki Tsunoda brilliantly. They can't wait too long. I know, Kayori, but is the juice not worth the squeeze as far as the safety car? Sometimes you just got to wait ad infinitum, right? What will happen is Lewis will pit and then there'll be a safety car in the next lap. I'm telling you. That always bloody happens for him. Always. They can't wait till. Daniel, don't worry. I'm in a padded room. Oh, McLaren at Pope San Miguel. AKA McLaren F1. Lewis is still in the 129. His times aren't bad. I know. Hard tyre settings, right? Runners and riders. Lando 128.1 goes green last lap. Okay, Lewis has pitted. Okay, Lewis onto the mediums. Yeah, watch out for charging Lewis Hamilton. Go on then. If ever there is a safety car with T-minus 24 laps left on the docket, I'm going to lose my SH1T. Lewis Hamilton is about to come out in 7th position with a medium on the medium tyres. That's very lucky. Okay, so he's come out ahead of the Fernando Alonso Aston Martin. Let's go. Let's get moving, Lewis Hamilton. For it is hammer time now more than ever, sir. Let us go. 43 seconds, 44 even flat is the difference between Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris for the race lead. But these bods are going to have to pit again potentially, eh? Imagine that. Go on, and let's look at 20 seconds for a pit stop. That will put Lewis... Hang on. Is Lewis Hamilton pitting once when everybody else is pitting twice? Oof. Go on then, Lewis. Hammer time, chap. If indeed... Oh, no, but the hard tyres last for ages is the issue. I don't think these other bods are going to pit. It's hammer time, says Bono. Only apropos. So Lando, how are these tyres holding up? How's the deck? Yeah, they feel good for the minute. Like, I can take more armrest than they can. What's Lando Norris talking about here? I don't know. Lewis is the GOAT. Yeah, he's up there, isn't he? I mean, if he gets a podium here. Let's go, Lewis. I knew you would be on the podium. Don't say it too soon, Michael. We need stuff, I think, still. 22 laps remaining. I don't think these lot are coming in again, right? When did Lewis come in? 2 laps ago. No, these lot don't need to come in again. If Lewis did 35 laps on those hards, I think most of these... Oof. Max Verstappen nails himself. And oh my gosh, that Red Bull is back, eh? Look how early on that straight Max Verstappen overtakes, made the move stick on Fernando Alonso. Easy money. So the odd man out on the grid currently is Lewis Hamilton and K-Mag, each of whom respectively on mediums and red labelled soft compound tyres. All eyes on a Delta. Oh, 127.8 last time round for Lewis Hamilton, but that was his out lap. So let's not prejudice. Can Lewis do a 125 now, says Chim. Oh, it's going to get techie. It is indeed going to get techie. Ron Aina is going to watch Arsenal. Oh, the humanity, says Michael. Ron Aina, you got to watch. If you're invested in stakes and a crescendo of a race, and it's Abu Dhabi and it's season finale, then you can't take your eyes off this. With T minus 22 laps remaining and 37 laps in the books, Lando Norris has the whip hand. Goes green last time round on as near as makes no difference, a 128 flat. Carlos Sainz on a 128.2 last time round. Leclerc on a 128.0. Oof, goes green. That's your 1, 2 and 3. Scuderia, Ferrari, Charles Leclerc up into third. Mate, he's been on it, hasn't he? I don't know. Portending difficult times for his teammate of next season, eh? If Charles Leclerc's in that mood, it's going to be... Lewis is going to have had his Weetabix. Okay, race story for Lewis. Started 16th. Currently now in 7th. Up 9 positions. Can Lewis Hamilton get a podium? Go on then. Over to you, Lewis. Work your magic, chap. But again, it's sadness, right? It's like, what could have been? If he'd qualified where he's supposed to qualify, where would he have been? But then he would have never done this strategy, would he? And I think this strategy could come up trumps. Again, let's do the diff. It'd be decent. Yeah, he's got to go. He's got to go. So Alonso in the pits. He could do with a safety car, right? He still needs a safety car. There's no difference. Needed a safety car before the pit stop. Lewis Hamilton still needs a safety car so he can concertina the pack up. That's the point of that. That's what he needs a safety car for. So they can gap them all up and then he's on the quicker tyres, eh? Safety car, please. It's karmic justice of sorts if Lewis Hamilton profits from a safety car on his final race for Mercedes. Please. Having raced 246 races at Mercedes, 84 race wins, 78 poles, 6 World Drivers' Championships, and won the Constructors 8 times in this tenure. Again, has there ever been a more successful driver-team partnership in Formula 1? I would argue not, but fact check me. 565, are you watching Kokone? Do me a favour and smash a like. One can only be delusional after Merck's incompetence. I hear you, Michael. Story of the year, Cam. I don't disagree, mate. They've been bad. Qualified where he'd beat, yeah, FP3 could have even, mate, it's techie. It's very, very techie. What are we doing here? I need to move this over. Lance Stroll and Oscar. Oscar, sexy move from Oscar. First good thing that he's done this weekend. Actually, to be fair, the crash wasn't his fault, but still, Oscar's been a bit messy. I remember a couple of races back at Baku when he benefited to the tune of a race victory as a function of that mini DRS that everybody thought, myself included, that Oscar Jack Piastri was going to be the next Alain Prost. I remember I was the one saying that, but we do have a tendency of getting... of drinking from the fountain of hyperbole as F1 fans sometimes. 533 if you're watching concurrently. Who's going to crash? There are no more liabilities left at our track, says Chiva to do so. I don't hate it, Eddie. Merck in Vegas was more party mode than Hamilton. Oh no. Cam in Dreamland, sorry lol. Oh no. Maybe. Let's have a look. Sometimes in F1 anything can happen and sometimes it does. 1.8 is the delta between Lewis in 7th and Nico in 6th. It's going to be a tough call. If Lewis gets a safety car, then it's chaos. If Lewis doesn't get a safety car with 19 laps left on the docket, but it's true, it's a good, like all the crash merchants are gone, right? Perez gone, Colapinto gone, Bottas gone. Who else is going? Duan's still in there. Those are rookie. He's still in there, and he's got a cheekier. Okay, so they're thinking about safety car window. Show into the pits again. Final tour settings. Final Grand Prix potentially of who? Colapinto, Perez, Bottas, Zhou Guanyu. Everybody's leaving, eh? K-Mag. Quite sad this as a race, methinks. Be the regular safety car merchants. Logan Sargent, Latifi, Colapinto, K-Mag. K-Mag maybe, but K-Mag's just gone purple on soft compound tyres. He's loving life, isn't he? Crash on lap 40, not lap 1. Crash Merchant, Stroll can crash also. Let's go, Lewis. Up past Nico Hülkenberg. Props to Nico Hülkenberg, by the way. Qualified P4, started P7, and he's still racing around in P7 in a Haas for Pete's sake. That's not bad going. You gotta love that. Can't hate that. Yeah, Lando Norris is gonzo, isn't he? This is easy. 18 laps left on the docket for the 2024 season. Right, in this your season finale, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix 2024. 41 laps of sunk cost behind us in our rear view. Runners and riders: Lando, Sainz, Leclerc, George Russell, sees Gasly, and then Lewis Hamilton behind him. The delta between Lewis and Gasly is 0.9. Ergo, Lewis Hamilton has DRS. Oof. Behave yourself. It's going around the outside of turn 9. Jack Doohan looking to take names, though. While Stroll is still out. Oh, you guys are calling it Stroll. Driver of the day. Go on, let's get a cheeky driver of the day vote out. 56% of you look like you're right by calling. I wonder whether Max would have podium but for that bloody penalty. No, Max has got no chance. Go on. I think I know my driver of the day, but I'm going to keep it to myself. You guys tell me. There's a nostalgic vote in here somewhere, isn't there? Oof. Oof. Go on then, you tell me who your driver of the day is. As you round third base. 16 laps remaining. I just want a safety car, man. 0.5. Go on then, Lewis. Lewis on Gasly. This is not going to be an easy overtake manoeuvre to pull off, by the way. Not from Lewis here. Gasly's very fighty and very quick in that Alpine. Go on, Lewis. Go on. Banged him. Done. Get out the way, Pierre. Who's next? George, 14 seconds down the road. Oh, God. Just need a safety car. If there were ever a time for a safety car, this would be it. Piastri, says Michael. Perez, because it's his last, potentially. Maybe I should have put Perez in there. They don't even say... Oh, yeah. No, I should have said Lando. I missed one, didn't I? Leclerc, 19th. Yeah. Leclerc's not been bad today, has he? Just seeing him off the start, you remember who he is. I don't even want him on the pole, says Michael. No, Lando's been good, though, to be fair. He's a shout. Go on, Lewis. How big's the gap ahead? 14 seconds is what's told. Toto told you can do that. I tell you, if George had an ounce, I don't know. I wouldn't normally beg a favour from George Russell, but if George Russell had a sentimental bone in his body, he would chill out and then give Lewis DRS right. Do a cheeky peloton to try and get up to it, but it's no point. I mean, Charlie's quick. That's the issue. Jomo, you a legend. I hope you had a lovely day out with the nippy yesterday. The Lion King was epic, but he got a little bit bored. He doesn't even know he's born, my son at the moment. He's very, he's almost too cute for his own good. Charismatic and uses it to manipulate people. I wonder where he gets that from. Cheeky Max Verstappen manoeuvre up to 8th even. No, 7th. Why am I trusting Crofty? I had it right. He was up to 7th, and then I was listening to Crofty, and Crofty said no, 8th, and 8th was a mistake. Max Verstappen is up to 7th place, having nailed himself Hulkenberg. Techie. How come? Was that totally to do? Yeah, it was totally. Come on, you can do it. Vigates do. Come on, you can do it. Also do it. I know he's not going to do it, is he, La? Lando has a strangely fast car. The boys and girls from the Bulls that are red keep saying, right, flexi-wing settings. Like this, we lose the constructors or no? Says Charlotte. Okay, yes, like this, but keep pushing. Oh, so they need to get out Lando, don't they? So those Scuderia Ferrari buds, Messrs Leclerc and Sainz are going hard to try and dethrone Lando Norris, because that's the linchpin for the championship of the constructors variety, of course. He won't, Cam. Oh, the humanity. If Lewis, I think he might switch round at the end. Cam chip off the Coyote properly. Far too charismatic for his own good. Not that I've got Riz. Cameron Norris. He brags about being this in 2022. That's his calling card. As he would be if we cut George some slack for a second. Thanks for setting up the channel and making this year much more fun. Keep up the rage, bait. Let's go, Ollie. Let's go. Leclerc be wishing for an incident of the race on Lando next year. New rematch of oh my gosh, Starley, can you imagine? You imagine next year that Scuderia give Lewis a cheeky car. Go on then, 45 laps in the rear view, 13 remaining. Therefore, Lando Norris has the whip hand, being chased by the Scuderia boys, Messrs Sainz and Leclerc. Thereafter, it's a bit of a Noah's Ark of a grid, right? Russell to Hamilton. The delta between Russell and Hamilton, sans safety car circumstance, currently sits at 11 seconds. Is George going to offer an olive branch to Lewis? Are they going to do the switcher really? You bet your bottom dollar they're not. Do you know what I mean? If you know yourself some George Russell, you know that he doesn't do that. Currently, Max Verstappen just nails himself some Pierre Gasly up into 6th. Bloody Nora. Okay, 1.2 seconds. Oh, God. So 1 second. We get information. Leclerc struggling with graining. Go on then. Let's have a go, chat. These buds a la Lando Norris, Sainz, Leclerc, George Russell, all of whom have gone very long on hards and are struggling with graining. And that works nicely for Lewis Hamilton, particularly if there's a bloody safety car with 13 laps left and we get Constantino effect. Please, who is there to give us a cheeky safety car? No. Oh. Imagine Norris oh my gosh, that would be the biggest team bottle. Kira, a cheeky disqualification after the race, where anything can happen in F1, and it usually does. Words of the legend that is Murray Walker 50. One of you watching concurrently in the chat, do me a favour. Unsmahoosh. Like Remco. Well, this appears to be a comeback drive. I hoped for Lewis. Disappointed. I thought that was Lando for a second there. I saw an upper papaya coloured car have an oversteer moment out of my peripheral. I thought that was Lando navigating back markers then, but it was not. It was Oscar Jack, who's had a messy couple of weeks. How does Lewis always catch George from starting P18? Here's what happens there, Michael. I don't think it's sabotage bloody fast, Cam. I don't think it's sabotage. You know when you're that was a big moment there from Oscar. Here's what happens. Do you remember at Spa-Francorchamps this year, where George Russell, because he had nothing to lose, he was hanging around in 4th or 5th, decided that he'd go long? sometimes you realise that there's a limited downside from you playing a joker. Charles Leclerc is told, let's get back into the rhythm. Charles goes, I don't know what you're talking about, rhythm. This is the rhythm. Get back into the rhythm, you joker. But I think this is George. When George is behind, he just plays the joker. Because it's like, it's double or quits. It's win it or bin it time, right? And with Lewis, when he's qualified wherever he qualified, he's like, well, I'm just going to roll the dice. And sometimes, because he's so brilliant in race conditions, sometimes it works out to his advantage. A material advantage, that is. And this, in Abu Dhabi 2024, is an instance of that. Hammer time, says Anto. Catch day 0 of the channel. Wow, OP is swerving, eh? It's techie. Kyrie, I was just about to say, be careful, Oscar. He needs to be careful. They're pushing hard, aren't they? But it's not in Piastri's. Pace is there. No risk of an accident. No risk. Go easy, mate. Don't crash. I think Piastri's suffering from a... You know, when Piastri he'll feel, although he's very stoic in the car, he has to feel aggrieved as a function of the incident that he had with Max Verstappen earlier on, right? Started in second, he would have been long. This would have been an easy race for him, but now look where he's. Look where he is. Look where is he? Where he is. He's in 12th. And again, he won't feel that he did anything wrong there. That's why he had a cheeky shot at Max and said something to the effect of, that's the move of a world champion. Oscar Piastri coming from a mile down up the inside of Yuki. Oscar Piastri nails it up into 11th. Interesting that he got nabbed for causing a collision. Oh my gosh, Yuki Tsunoda having a cheeky... Yuki Tsunoda going around the outside of Oscar Jack. Oh no. Wow. Liam Lawson dragging in 17th, by the way. Oof. Can't wait for Lewis in the Ferrari pit. Oh my gosh. 10 seconds in 10 laps of... I don't know if we could do it. 8.4 is the delta between George and Lewis. There are 10 laps left on the docket. Go on then, let's have a look at the last lap times. 127.5, 127.8, 128.5. So last time it was the delta, and that delta's only going to get bigger as those hards continue to fall off. Although how many laps have those medium tyres got in them is the point. Oh, it's going to be so gross. You think George Russell's giving up this? Absolutely flipping not in a month of Sundays. George does not have that in his locker. No chance. Right, let's have a gander. Here's this Oscar. Go on then, Oscar and Fernando. Go easy. It's a fire-breathing dragon there. What happened to Colapinto? He got his oil checks, didn't he? By Oscar Piastri. Oscar for oof. Oh, Oscar Piastri, behave yourself around the outside. I don't hate that. See, he's still got it. You don't do those things. Again, I'm reading this Unstoppable book, and Mark Hughes in there talks about these totemic bits, these totemic moments of moments. And Oscar Piastri going around the outside of Yuki there. I mean, he's not a bad peddler, you know, for all of his mistakes, and he's not maximising it. When he can do like Baku, notwithstanding mini DRS, and then he can go around the outside like that. That's not bad. He's not bad, Oscar. Sophomore season, yeah. Imagine in his third or fourth or fifth. Imagine Oscar. If Lando is in his 6th season, imagine Oscar in his 6th season. He's going to be a monster, isn't he? You would think. Driver of the day vote. 54% of you are saying Charles Leclerc. 40% of you say Lewis. Hulkenberg 6%. I should have put Lando in there, shouldn't I? The dirty A is terrible. I'm struggling a lot, says Lando. Oof. Struggling to deal with back markers. 5-2. One of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour and smahoosh the like, por favor. Don't even have adverts funds, you know what I mean? How am I gonna make bank? No, you guys have been more than generous, to be fair. Charles Edward, Macon. Jacob, as always, Sharrison. Guys are proper legends. And Walther, of course. This stream is sponsored by all of the aforementioned. Go on then, Lewis. Let's be having a chat. 560. Let's rally into this season finale. Toto Wolff looks fuming, doesn't he? Look at him. Okay, look. 51 laps in the rear view. 8 laps remaining. Come on, can he get on the podium? Right, 5 seconds in the delta. The difference between George Russell, first of his name, Kingsley Norfolk, and Sir Lewis Carr, Davidson Hamilton. 6.5 seconds. 8 laps remaining. George Russell ain't going to give up that, is he? He ain't giving up that for anything. George, no. And then beyond him, Charles Leclerc is 5 seconds down the road. Come on. Come on. All right, so those mediums. Lap 15. Okay, he's still got a lot of rubber on those mediums, hasn't he? Come on, Lewis. Anthony D saying Lewis can try something, turn 15. Oh, Joe Gunny, what's going on here, Joe? Clumsy, mate. I wanted the DRS, yeah. DRS chicken. So Bonner now driver coach to Lewis Hamilton. Zhou Guanyu struggling to get around the Alpine of Jack Doohan. Notable, T-minus 7 laps on the docket. Let's go. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. Remember, Lewis and George are equal on total points as teammates. Lewis will want to beat George, and so too will George want to beat Lewis. Neil Techie. Come on, guys, says Jeannie. Smash the like button. Lewis will never change team after Ferrari. Yeah, it's his last 39, soon to be 40 years old. So Lewis, he's a vet now. A grizzled F1 veteran. 5% chance not in vet. I know what you mean, Paisley. But indulge me, Paisley. One can have hope. 52 laps. 7 laps remaining. The delta, 5 seconds. Feels like George Russell doing green. George Russell always does this. He keeps some rubber in his back pocket so that he can maximise when Lewis gets close. On that last lap. Oh, no. On that last lap, there's only half a second delta between George and Lewis. They've all kept some in their back pocket. Look, Lando goes green, although to be fair, they're all going green by dint of the fact that they've no longer got any fuel in the car, right? So the car's super light, at its lightest even. Science. I think I have a puncture check. Puncture. It'll get back to the pits though, won't he? He's not. Oh my gosh, look at that. He's not coming into the pits. No, where is the safety car when you need it? Bring back Logan Sargent and Nicholas Latifi, please. Michael says his wife. Yeah, Charles Leclerc has had held to. Oh gosh. If you started on P3, you'd bet your ass, Cam, you would finish top 3. Yeah, 100%. I don't think that's a controversial statement then, Michael. You never know. Anything can happen, Paisley. Yeah, Charles has held that gap at 22 seconds for a while. Charles got pace in hand, I think. He's got pace in hand, but look at that, 10 seconds. Okay, so 10 seconds between Lewis and a podium position. There is now 4 seconds between Lewis and George for 4th. George isn't yielding for nothing. Martin Brundle, what are you talking about? Has George got that in his DNA? At all? Ever? Yielding. He's not Lando. You remember Lando last race? Doing the switcheroo with Oscar Piastri in the sprint. Do you think George Russell has that? And this is why there is going to be a phoenix rise from the embers. Who has the mental fortitude, at least requisite, to fight with Maximilian Verstappen, 4-time champion, as Lewis Hamilton goes purple. Let's go. All right, 1 second is the delta between the Mercedes pair. Last time round, five laps left on the docket. Oh, the humanity. Oh, I don't know. Cameron dreaming. He's a snake, Cam says about George. Is he a snake or is he a self-serving F1 driver? Or will those two definitions signify as mutually exclusive? Is there not an interlocking portion of that Venn diagram? Is there not, Michael? Daddy Max owns GR. George is getting caught up there. 3 seconds, 5 laps remaining. That's the difference between Messrs Hamilton and Russell. Oh, not going to get third, is he? He's an F1 driver, JP. I agree with you. Look, can't call him a snake just because he doesn't wipe your driver's butt on. Can't call him a snake. I know where you're going with it, but I think snake is too harsh. 5:15 if you're watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash a like. 3.3 seconds is the delta. Oh no, it's not going to happen, is it? Lewis Hamilton fans around the world are going to be screaming blue murder at George Russell. This is the final straw, right? The one that broke the camel's back. Everybody's going to be fuming at George. Oh, couldn't George let him go by at least in his last race? 2.9 seconds is the delta between Messrs Hamilton and Russell for 4th position in the season finale of the 2024 season. Oh, the humanity. Techie. Listen, let me say this again as we round third base. I'm grateful to each and every single one of you ad infinitum. All of the super chats, you guys are far too generous. Charles Edward, always on deck. Charles Edward Cheese, that shall put some respect on his name. So too Walter. And so too Macon. I'm grateful, man. And Alpha's Scottish fan. Charles is panicking a little bit. Oh my gosh. Charles panicking a tad. And all of you, again, it's no more better time or no better time than now for me to say I'm grateful to each and every single one of you for building this community with me. Do you know what I mean? Arguing back and forth in a way that's respectful each and every single time. McLaren and the constructors have the whip hand. Oof, it's close to the tune of 14 points, eh? Wow. Yeah, Elite Peddlers, members of the club, more members of the channel at least, and moderators, Jomo, Living on the Edge, Denise, Kayori, Kayla. Guys are just legends, man. None of this stuff can happen without you guys. Properly. I mean that Chiba, McLaren F1 race, do you know what I mean? I've missed the gazillion people, but Jay, guys are legends. Right, look. It's not going to happen for Lewis, is it? He won't be on the podium, he'll be in 5th. But again, if your qualifying is like that, then what do you expect? The delta between Messrs Russell and Hamilton for 4th place, currently 1.6. George is going to fight though, isn't he? Going to try and kill Lewis in a minute. We've got 3 laps remaining. 56 of those. 56 of 58 in our review. Go on then, Lewis. Let's have a gander. Go on, what are the bets that George lets this chap through, eh? Sentimentality. Let's hear how Mercedes. Go on then. Who's Jannik Sinner? I used to keep track of tennis, but not anymore. And going back to watch this whole race from Charles on board. Bloody Doja. I know. I don't hate that, JP. It's a good idea, to be fair. No, Kayori, you're a different. Look up with Talo. I see it there. Soon forward, Kayori. Soon forward. 2 laps remaining. Has George pulled out time out of his ASS again? 1 second is the delta with 2 laps remaining. George is going to hold on to this, isn't he? The bar steward. Oh. George is a bit of a bar steward sometimes. A steward of the bar variety is what I mean to say there. Oh my God. George stating the obvious. Keep it super clean with Lewis. What, you can't even give him the place? Oh, I know George a racer and I don't expect him to wipe Lewis Hamilton's AWS, but I wouldn't mind on his final race. Oh, for crying out loud. Come on, George. You can't just let him... Oh, come on, George. You've got like 20 points on him in the championship, mate. 24 points. This isn't going to like decide anything, George. I don't want to beg George like any favours, but come on, George. You can't even like... Lewis is going to need to make this happen, isn't he, by himself? DRS. Another crescendo, another drama at the end of an Abu Dhabi race for Lewis Hamilton. Chasing, you're a legend. We saw a lot of people from Brumming in Lusail. You next. I'll be there at some point, Shazza. Go on then, Lewis. Just get out the way, George. Please. No, George, what are you doing? Ugh. Too late, Leo. George and Lewis. The only narrative on it. Oh, and now there's yellow flags, yeah? And now there's Liam Lawson. I know, look at that. Flipping no, and now there's yellow flags. And as Liam Lawson's flag is rolling, if they safety car this now, or the Russell super wide on the apex. Go on, Lewis. Last lap drama again for Lewis Hamilton. 545 if you want. DRS disabled. DRS that you just can't write it. Lewis needs to open, go to Maranello, you know, it's long. DRS was enabled. Remco, it's madness, isn't it? Lewis must have broken some mirrors this season. I've never seen a dude, Nigel Mansell only, that season when his tyre bloody blew up. I've never seen a dude. Is that Lewis? Lewis ran the outside of George. Go on, Lewis! Go, Lewis! Let's go. Let's go. Finally. Yeah, let's go. Fuck. Every team needs a dream, yeah. Jeez. He's not bad, is he? He's not bad, is he, that Lewis fella? In race trim, when he's had his Weetabix, I would still contend as a supposition, as a central tenet, as far as the way that I ingest my Formula One, that there's not too many in F1 history who could beat that fella. And of them on the grid, it's only Max. I don't care what anybody wants to say. If Lewis has had his Weetabix in the race, you might be able to out-qualify him, as I suspect Charles Leclerc would do a lot of times as a proportion of the whole next season. But in a race, if you've got a fire-breathing Lewis Hamilton, do you mean world champions? World constructors champions. Don't say it like that as if you're world drivers. Don't do that. We're not going to do that, Tom Stallard. But no, if Lewis is in that form, if he's fire-breathing Drakarish dragon like that, then next year's got to be my year too. You see how he just talks to, like, no, it's not the time for talking. And got to go and do some work, mate, and get match fit in the off season. Study yourself some Max Verstappen clips and understand how he races. Study yourself some Charles Leclerc clips to understand how Charles Leclerc races Max Verstappen. That's what you want to do, Lando. If not for a cheeky ballad, Lewis might have been P1. I don't hate it, Michael. Oh, so annoying. McLaren are the constructors. Yeah, the 2.1 pit stop was admirable. Per Martin Brundle's assertion, oh, the humanity. Guys, I'm going to go and run because I need to go and be a dad for a little bit because my little man, I can still hear him kicking off. You guys have been legends. As always, it's important for me to say that this channel, listen, I say it all the time, but I'm going to repeat it. Verstappen faster slap, of course. Look, this channel doesn't exist without all of your guys. You're being so active, turning up to the streams and telling me that I'm an idiot, because I am an F1 idiot from time to time. Nobody bats 1,000. But this channel is continuing to grow, and hopefully it will continue to do so because of all your hard work, turning up for the streams, telling me that I'm an idiot, engaging in the F1 discourse, and you know what I mean? It's me getting a bit emotional. It's nothing without each and every single one of you. Thank you in extremis to all of you guys, particularly the mods, particularly peddlers who have joined, particularly to the super chat massive, aka Charles Edward Cheese. Put some respect on his name, Cameron. Do you know what I mean? Walther, Macon, Denise, Safak, Adam. There's a question. We told you all season. You told us we were in Team 4 how I saw the sabotage begin Silverstone when there were one stopped rustling. But yeah, Adam. We'll discuss at some point later on. We'll go long later on at 8 p.m. As we always do, back and forth. I've got a review video, reaction video to go and record or live stream. Thank you again, ad infinitum in extremis to each and every single one of you, because again, my name is just the name above the door, but this channel thrives and succeeds by dint, no function of all of your guys' hard work. It would be nothing without you. You guys are a legend. Derek, you're a legend. I will see you later on, mate. The content is not going anywhere. The watch-alongs obviously will cease until testing kicks off. I want to say February the 25th from memory. But there'll be news and we'll be talking about it. So the schedule is as it always is. Long chats, talking about news. You guys are legends. Maximilian Verstappen is 4, soon to be 5-time champions, some say. Props to McLaren, who nailed themselves for constructors for the first time in a gazillion years, apparently. Between now and next time, as always, you guys are legends. Thank you so much in extremis. I am infinitely grateful in perpetuity as we see Lewis Hamilton take himself an extra breath before he jumps out that Mercedes for the very last time. Ladies and gentlemen of the F1 jury, oh, the humanity.